Marvel's Vision leaks. No, not their overall vision. The Vision himself leaks the plot. Androids, AIs, and Edith. What's Archie going to say? As Marvel continues developing the Vision series for DP, thanks to casting calls and production details, info is starting to leak online. Following the confirmation that Tanaya, is it Tanaya or Tania? Or is the T silent? Anyway, Miller has been cast as Jocasta. More on that later. Now, new info offers up that the Vision series will feature androids. Makes sense. He's an android. So there's going to be more, like, Jocasta. AIs and Edith. Well, AIs make sense because essentially they're all AIs, just inside android body. So Edith, yes, this also potentially gives us big plot clues. So probably spoilers and whatnot. Now this, it says recall, but I hadn't heard this, that David Spader is returning. So Ultron will be in the series. Where it said, it's rumored he returns in human form. For some reason. Well, apparently the reason he could be in human form is that there are human versions of MCU androids and AIs appearing in the series. So he's an android, but he just looks like David Spader. David Spader. I thought it was James Spader. I think he messed up there, huh? Yeah. Anyway, the latest is the latest is again via Daniel RPK, who first said Tanaya Miller has been cast as Jocasta. So this is the latest. Okay, anyway, now the scooper says that several human versions of MCU androids and AIs. All right. Daniel RPK adds that Emily Hampshire, not familiar, The Rig, Schitt's Creek, is set to portray the physical embodiment of Edith in Vision. Update. It also says Carrie Condon is playing Friday from Robinson Crusoe. Update. James Darcy is said to be back as Edwin Jarvis. Okay. Let's see. What's this say? Okay, that's Emily. All right. Well, thanks, Emily. Edith, which stands for Even Dead, I'm the Hero. That's what that is. Well, Edith is an advanced artificial intelligence created by Tony Stark in the MCU, introduced in Spider-Man Far From Home. The system is embedded in a pair of high-tech glasses that Stark leaves to Peter Parker. Edith gives its user control over a global network of Stark satellites and drones, offering powerful surveillance, hacking capabilities, and access to advanced weaponry. While Peter initially uses Edith to help on his journey, the AI is later exploited by Mysterio, which is why it was a mistake to leave it to this young kid, So according to the rumor, Edith becomes a humanoid android in the Vision series. Oh, the plot. We don't know the actual plot, but via the recent casting and rumors, we can piece things together, which seems to be a modern take on the question of artificial intelligence. Based on the leaked details and rumors, the Vision series for DP appears to center around a mysterious development where several artificial intelligences and androids from the MCU, like Ultron and Edith, are being given human or humanoid forms. Is it Dr. Doom doing it? Tanaya Miller has been cast as Jocasta, another AI from Marvel lore, while Emily Hampshire is reportedly playing the physical embodiment of Edith. James Spader, that's right, James, is also said to return as Ultron, possibly in human form, hinting at a larger plot involving someone or something transforming AIs into living human-like beings. The series looks to explore themes of identity, consciousness, and what it means to be alive, which happens to come in the wake of what happened in WandaVision, where the White Vision, rebuilt by Sword, gained the original Vision's memories and disappeared. Again, it all syncs up with what is going on with AI in the real world. AI is taking over, which will be really funny when the opening credits and stuff will be all AI. Now, with multiple AIs potentially getting physical forms, it raises the question, is Vision behind it all? Or is someone else trying to reshape AI life in the MCU? Well, it'll probably appear to be Ultron doing it, and then suddenly it was Dr. Doom all along. Or maybe it was Joe Costa. Could be. Could be. You don't know. Let's take a look. So, hey, remember her? She was what they first introduced that Time Lords could regenerate from men to women. Yeah, that was her. Anyway, Marvel Vision series has found its Joe Costa, with actress Tanaya Miller cast in the starring role. And interestingly enough, the original Joe Costa in comic books was based on Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, you know. But they never really cast her. They cast her daughter instead of the movies. And then later on, Michelle Pfeiffer played her after being stuck in the quantum realm. So, but I guess since Hank Pym isn't making, he created Ultron in the comics, so they did Tony Stark creates Ultron. So, I don't know. For some reason, Joe Costa is based on her. Or maybe she'll be some tech person that Ultron manipulates, and that's how it happens. I don't know. Anyway, according to the trade, she's believed to be playing one of the leads opposite Paul Bettany, as the titular character. It's also been said James Spader. Yeah, we know that. And so there's some concept art of Joe Costa. Yeah, you know, but a lot of Ultron influence there, you know. So it's like one of these things Ultron wants his bride. So if she takes human form, it'll just be her, you know. I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, in the comics, Joe Costa is created to be the wife of Ultron. There you go. Where Joe Costa is built from the brainwaves of Janet Van Dyne. Well, not happening this time. What they do with the version in the MCU remains to be said. Following the concept art leaking, which was initially thought to be for Avengers Doomsday, it's probably going to have some setup for Doomsday at this point, you know. It was actually thought that Joe Costa would be the female Ultron. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Well, it's just her. Maybe is that her costume for for Joe Costa? So who is Tanaya Miller? Well, Tanaya Miller is an LGBTQT plus pro-Palestinian actress. Well, nobody's perfect. She's known for Gangs of London, The Haunting of Bly Manor. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was in there. Yeah. Not a bad show. Not as good as Haunting of Hill House. But not bad. Not too bad. La Fortunata didn't see it. Foundation didn't see it. Fall of House of Usher. That's right. She was in that too. That was pretty good. That wasn't bad. And she played the female general in an episode of Doctor Who. That's right. He was originally a man, and he regenerated into her. But the interesting thing about that, she said that she had that was the only time she had been a man. So she was normally a woman. She says, well, you know, back to form, or, you know, back to normal or whatever. She said something like that. See, I think Moffat was trying to, you know, put up some buffers and barriers to that concept, but they didn't care. You know, they didn't. Anyway, it's the whole other story. Anyway, Vision or Vision Quest is said to take place following the events of WandaVision, where the Vision is trying to regain his memory and humanity. The last time we saw Vision was at the end of WandaVision. Scarlet Witch had recreated Vision in the series as her husband and the father of her children within her magical reality, where she tortured an entire town. Meanwhile, S.W.O.R.D. reassembled Vision's original dead body to create a new white Vision with the intention of neutralizing Wanda's creation. In the finale, the two Visions engaged in a battle, but eventually reached a mutual understanding. Wanda's Vision transferred his memories to White Vision, which means he's basically resurrected at this point. He's just data, you know, who then recognized himself as the true Vision and flew away, leaving his future uncertain. It's unknown what the DP series is exactly about and how James Spader's Ultron and tonight Miller's Joe Costa fits. Well, if she's kind of playing herself, then she's not going to be into Ultron, you know. Last we saw of James Spader's Ultron was in Avengers Age of Ultron, when Vision destroyed Ultron's last remaining body. Yeah, they do that in the comics too. It never works. He always comes back. So the two were having a conversation about humanity. So they'll probably utilize that footage, you know, in the series. with Vision being more sympathetic to the humans while Ultron was more in contempt of the humans. Maybe the Vision creates Jocasta to be his wife, and it backfires, causing Ultron to come about. Who knows? Could be. But there you go. That's the cast of Vision. And hopefully it's good. Most of the Marvel shows are terrible. There's only been a few that's sort of okay. The Loki show was kind of interesting. It got the most views. The Miss Marvel show is actually probably their best. That tells you something. Nobody saw it. But just for the purposes of what it was, you know, after that, I guess the Hawkeye series, again, not great. But yeah, you know, it seems a simple premise of an android questioning humanity and that sort of stuff, a plot like that, going up against Ultron. It seems like a no-brainer. You can't mess it up, but MCU will find a way. Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. So, hopefully not, but I remain dubious until proven otherwise.